Hey everyone, Jaima knutson-colson with Remax Results here in the Rapid City and Black Hills area on a very beautiful and breezy afternoon. People in music videos have to pay a lot of money for this kind of wind action. But I am here today with a beautiful ranch-style home boasting 5 bedrooms and 3 baths in the Copperfield Vista subdivision in Rapid Valley, which is situated just between Rapid City, Box Elder, and Ellsworth Air Force Base. So let's take a tour of the neighborhood right outside your front door, and then we'll head inside and check out this beautiful home. So here is just a look right outside your front door. All the homes are very well taken care of. Hey, come here. You're gonna love this one. Approaching the front door, there's a great little spot to decorate and provide coverage for yourself and guests as you enter into the home, if not utilizing the garage entrance. So just a nice doorway, a layer of separation so you don't just walk into a big massive room. I have some buyers that really don't want that immediate entrance into the living room. They like kind of a little bit more of a formal entry. So on our left, the first immediate door is going to be into the garage. So it is a nice oversized 2-car garage. So you have room for some storage, hanging some bikes. There is a refrigerator that I just pointed at. There is a service door with access to the side and backyard just behind that refrigerator. And we'll spin around. And this is what buyers are searching for. Vaulted ceilings and open concept with natural light from everywhere. You look along that back wall, and I just love the abundance of light. You don't feel like you are completely boxed in. It just really gives a nice cozy feel to the space. On our left, we have a shiplap accent area, perfect for photos of your family, your fur babies, or different art pieces that you would like to display. Love the metal railings. Also helps to keep the space open so you have a little less drywall that you are surrounded by. But just a very cozy, intimate space. Again, love the windows and being able to see outside. Gas fireplace is a absolute favorite feature. There we go. Again, we have just beautiful views. As we look towards the dining room, you have a small bump out, which just gives the room another layer and level of character. So you're not just looking at a flat rectangle. It gives a little bit of a variation and some character to this space. Love the light fixture, very simple. And as we look towards the kitchen, we have space for a pantry and an abundance of cabinets with a very beautiful granite. I guess it'd be more of a kind of a peninsula that you would call that. These cabinets have such a beautiful, rich wood tone. And again, being taller, you have more space. I love that the heights on the cabinets also fluctuate, so it's not just straight across. Kind of gives that another element of being elevated and just giving it more character as well. Gas stove, if you are used to cooking with gas, this is always a must-have for my clients, and an above the range microwave. My spice cabinet does not reflect this level of organization, but I'm always excited to show those that do. So I have a nice acrylic backsplash, which is so nice because it gives you the ability to switch out what you would like to have as a backsplash accent area without having to demo and tear into grout. So they just really have some amazing products. And as we kind of turn back, looking at the living room, kind of the dining room, again, the sink, everything is open, but it's not too large. So you just kind of feel awkward in this space. It's very cozy and connected. So we head down the hallway. And on our left, we are going to have main floor laundry. So there is absolutely potential that you could add additional shelving, some cabinets. You could work with that setup to create more space if you need more room. So if you tend to have a little bit more of a requirement to have laundry in that space as you are cycling through, you can absolutely do so. But it is very nice, it's convenient, and not a huge room where you can throw in too much and walk away. So for some buyer types, that is a huge benefit. Helps keep everything very manageable. And down the hall, we now have our primary suite. So looking through the room, the furniture in the room is quite large. So we have a couple nightstands, the bed frame itself is a larger piece, and a nice sized dresser. So you do have a big walk-in closet where, again, you could add additional shelving and organization, or if you have longer dress pieces, kind of leave as is. And it is nice as well. I do have clients that prefer that the closet be separated from the primary bath. They don't want them connected because of moisture that can kind of linger in that bathroom. So they prefer them to be separated. We have dual vanities with a granite countertop. I'm gonna try and open the curtain, but it might stick a little bit, so we're just gonna move the curtain. So the shower does have a seat. Let me see if I can spin around. There we go. Now you can kind of see it. So again, you could do something different with an organization system in that shower, but very slate clean primary bath. So we will head back out towards the hallway. So we're going to take a left, and immediately to our right, we are going to have our second bathroom, the main floor bath. So this would be the bathroom that your guests would use. So again, another tub, shower, surround. We have the ceiling light fixtures, granite countertops for the vanity. coming back out to the hallway, we'll go right, and our next door on the left is going to be our second bedroom. Very bright. Just kind of use this for some additional space, but again, would make a great bedroom. Kind of see if we can open up the blinds so you get a view outside. It's a very lovely neighborhood. Hard to see in the video, but you do have some views of the Black Hills in the far distance. And come back around, have our closet. So it's kind of nice. Get some fairly typical standard closet on what you would see. So we'll come back. One thing I want to point out when we're looking at the doorway of the closet, the trim overlaps just a little bit, so you don't see really a gap looking through the closet like along the wall. So it just nice extra little touch. Then we come to our third bedroom. So this home does have 3 bedrooms on the main floor, which for some buyers is an extremely nice feature. So this particular bedroom they had used as an office. So if a buyer doesn't really need that third bedroom on the main, or just wants to have the extra space, it makes for a great office or flex area. So again, kind of looking at the closets, they have the trim that overlaps the door just a hair. So we'll head back down the hallway, make a left, and head down the hallway back out to the living room. And since we are kind of on this level, we'll go ahead and check out the back deck and yard. Definitely stopping and take a look at that beautiful gas fireplace. So coming out on the back deck, it is Trex decking. So the beauty of that is it's maintenance free. Doesn't seem like any of the products that they say last 10, 20 years truly live up to that. Seems like they have usually a couple years before you're painting and staining all over again. So nice metal railings. There's a gate at the top of the stairs, which can be great for small children or dogs. So heading down the stairs, we are starting to see things green up, but it is still very early spring, so no beautiful lawns of green grass quite yet, but you do have a very nice privacy fence. Just kind of take a look back at the deck and stairs. So great little area for a swing or to store hammocks or kayaks. There's a little chalkboard. And then walking around. So we have one window well for the basement. The other windows, there is one other window well on the opposite side for one of the bedrooms, but the other living room and bedroom window are a garden level. So we have that side entrance into the backyard that was behind the refrigerator. Come back around. Nice thing is there is a area of master drainage that is on the other side of the privacy fence. So it gives more distance between this home and a home that it backs up to. That is often a nice feature about the master drainage areas, is that, you know, it gives more space between properties. And with the privacy fence, you don't see the ground on the other side. So this window, and I misspoke, there is only one window well into the living room. So the other two bedrooms have garden windows. So those garden windows, or daylight windows, also face the south. So you get a really nice amount of southern sunlight in those windows. So I have clients that is a huge aspect for them if they have that southern sunlight. So we'll head back inside. Again, this home has such a warm feel. You are very at peace, and it feels very calm entering into the space. And again, just to have those windows and make it feel so much more open is also another huge benefit. So now let's go downstairs and check out the basement. So again, I love the metal railings. It is such a nice, adds a nice accent. You know, you don't have all the drywall, you have a nice ledge on your left. And as we head downstairs, so metal railing there. And just ahead of us, we see that one window well and daylight window on the back. There's a ledge that kind of wraps around, a nice, almost hurricane shutter accent. And the HVAC is the ductwork runs right above, but it actually just kind of adds another bit of character to this space. So it's not just a perfect rectangle. And it's probably hard to tell, but this sectional couch is a very, very large piece. This is probably one of the largest that I've seen. And there again is that ductwork just from a different angle. And again, it just gives the living room area more character. It's situated very nicely, so you don't have any doors that cut in right under it or any rooms that you enter right into. And again, just kind of looking back to show you truly can have a good bit of furniture and space down in this living room. So total square footage for this home is just over 2,300. So when we come down the hallway, this will be bedroom number 4. And again, with those windows allowing that southern sunlight to come in, you don't feel like you are in a basement. It's very bright. Again, that overlapping piece on the trim. It's the little details that truly make a very nice feel. So we kind of turn around, we head out to the living room again. So we'll turn and just kind of take in the view from the doorway here. But we'll turn and go left down the hall. Our next room on the left is going to be our third bathroom. So we have a dual vanity, granite countertops. And again, those rich wood tone cabinets almost have a walnut type hue to them. And just kind of check out the shower tub surround. It's a bit of a deeper tub, so nice size, and with the arches in the shower, it's not a boring standard shower surround. So we'll head back towards the hallway. I'll just take in and check out those cabinets. And across the hall, we will have our mechanical. So we have our furnace, we have a Rheem water heater, Rheem Marathon. So again, they're not supposed to rust out like the metal ones. You should only have to replace a filament or an element in them. We have a radon mitigation system installed, and just again, room for storage, which you can never have enough storage unless you are the type that's going to fill it to the brim. Then maybe that's not good. So, and then going down the hallway, we have our fifth and final bedroom. Again, with those windows and all the natural light, you do not feel like you are in a basement. It's very bright. And then you would have, space for like a small armoire or chest or some shelves. You have some space right on the right of the door if you needed some additional pieces or wanted to add some decorations. Workout equipment there, but you'd have room for a small dresser. So going back out to the hallway. So this is just a small storage room. They brought down their refrigerator, put in shelving. It could be finished off and dressed up if someone would like that space finished, but makes for a great storage area. So we spin back around, head down the hallway back to the family room. Nice views out to the backyard. I'll just kind of go over by the window, take in the view. Our one window well. So it is deep enough that there is required to be a ladder. I think the height on that is 4 feet, or if it gets close to 3, they put them in. So we'll head back upstairs. Again, we have the nice metal railing. Here we are back by the entrance. Kind of do another pan of the living room. Back towards the kitchen. So thank you so much for joining us today on the tour of 920 Summerfield Drive. a very cozy 5-bedroom, 3-bath home in the Rapid Valley area, which is right outside of Rapid City and Box Elder, as well as Ellsworth Air Force Base. Subscribe and join us for more tours to come. If you can see yourself living here, send me a DM and I'll set up a private tour.